This is Secure Payments' therapy session, galloping through the cosmos at light speed. Photons, photons, photons. Like and subscribe, and thanks for being a part of the creative process. I feel, I feel, wonderful. I feel wonderful. I think, in my last couple of videos, I was talking a lot about, SpaceTime and just understanding time a little bit differently, because it was like I felt like nobody really told us how time was, you know what I mean? Like, nobody really explained to us this whole concept of time. There was just always this make sure you're on time for this class, make sure you're on time for this class, but as far as getting deep inside the concept of time and space-time and gravity, that was a little different. So I really enjoyed having that conversation and really purifying the thought, because I feel like that's all I've been doing lately. This is Secure Payments' therapy session, galloping through the cosmos at light speed. Photons, photons, photons. Yeah, I feel like that's what I've just been doing. It's been a lot of purifying of my thoughts. Figuring out the root cause of a lot of things, and what better way to do that than your therapy session, so all things are happening as they should. All things are happening as it should, and just be ready for the uncomfortable bits. Be ready for the uncomfortable bits. There's always going to be some experience of an uncomfortable bit, and once you've learned from that experience, it's up to you whether you want to experience that uncomfortable bit again. I just know the feeling of not living. I know the feeling of, oh man, to say I came all the way here to not do what I really love to do. I think that's like a disservice to my being. So I'm always in service, always in service to my being, my higher self, and making sure I give myself the utmost care in terms of dopamine care. Okay, I feel like we all need a certain amount of dopamine care, meaning you need to get stocked up on your dopamine. You need to feel extremely good about yourself in order to go out there and tackle the day sometimes, and do the things that you really want to do. Because it's if you don't feel good about yourself, well, how do you expect anybody else to feel good about you? Hello. This is Secure Payments. Yeah, if you don't feel good about yourself, how do you expect anyone else to feel good about you? So you should have an influx, a warehouse. You should have overstocked dopamine of confidence within you, that allows you to do the things that you're able to do, to take the amount of no's that you're going to take, because there are a lot of no's that you're going to have to take sometimes. And it's just oh man, just took that no. Oh man, just took that no. And all the time, all you need is one yes, all you need is one yes. And it's that one yes is 100 million, depending on what it is you're doing. So you could take 100 no's, and all it takes is one yes, out of 101. Ask. And and just keep going. You just got to keep going. So keep asking, keep putting yourself out there, keep feeling good about yourself, keep asking, keep putting yourself out there, keep feeling good about yourself. Be stocked up on your dopamine, stocked up on your natural dopamine, if you know what I mean. But just confidence, having the confidence in yourself to do what it is that you want, and watch how things go out. Also, I've been seeing, I guess there's this song about standing on yourself or standing on your business. which I don't understand how you can't stand on your business. Listen, you make a decision, you got to stick with that decision. You know, that's standing on whatever it is, your principle or whatever it is that you chose to do. And yeah, standing on that, and also trying to break patterns. I was talking to a friend about like tobacco smoke, and it may seem. I was talking to a friend about tobacco smoke, and like quitting. Like if you're a person who's always been smoking and you're wanting to quit, it's not easy. It's like you have to do things that are somewhat nonsensical, but to quit, you have to do things that are a bit nonsensical to quit, and it may seem nonsensical to others, but in actuality, it's like how your brain works. You got to figure out how your brain works in order to quit the things that you need to quit doing or you want to quit doing. Take me for example. I would have to trick my brain into thinking, by giving it something else, giving it a different substance, little by little, bit by bit. I would do candy. I would do candy because there's something about putting a cigarette to your mouth, putting a vape to your mouth. There's something about it. There's this muscle memory that's attached to it, and you think that your body is craving the nicotine, but in actuality, your body is craving that ritual that you were doing with your hand. Does that make sense? This, of course, it makes sense. This is secure payments. You're thinking that your body is craving the nicotine, but in actuality, your body is craving that muscle memory. It's craving that, hey, I want to put something to my face, and I want to pull on some air. So what I do, I focus on my breathing. I simulate the same thing. I constantly breathe. I'm already breathing, but I'm conscious of my breathing constantly. Like I'm inhaling and exhaling deliberately instead of automatically. So yeah, inhale and exhale deliberately. More deliberate inhale than exhales, and that sends more oxygen into the brain. That helps with with your immune system, and it helps you forget that you might have been smoking a lot. So also in times of like when you needing to fast, I'm not the only one who fasts. There are tons of people in different religions who fast. So if you have to fast, it's like one of the most ancient rituals out there for manifesting what it is that you want to manifest. It's just like, hey, I don't want to go through certain pains and certain uncomfortable bits anymore. And as a result, what do I have to sacrifice? I got to sacrifice this. I got to sacrifice not eating for a while. Makes sense. And after a while, you realize that, wow, did it work? Absolutely, because you were able to do the things that people dream of. There's so many things that you've done secure that people in your position never get to do. So it's just like, take it easy on yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. This is secure payments. This therapy section. Galloping through the cosmos at light speed. Photons, photons, photons. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. So just the uncomfortable bits don't last always. This too shall pass. Everything's working out as it should, baby. Anyway, this has been Secure Payments. I think I got some good stuff.